Good morning, everybody. My fellow Indians are all celebrating Vijay Dasami, the victory of good over evil, the day on which Lord Ram had killed the Asura king Ravana. 7 years into this Modi administration or the BJP government, there have been many cases where the policies have been anti-people, to say the least. Under the garb of privatization, under the garb of wealth creation, invariably for a few billionaires, the 1.3 billion other Indians are put to severe hardship. There is no opposition which can be mentioned in India that can take on this government head on. It is absolutely toothless, directionless, and rudderless. I have only one point to make on this auspicious day. Ever since the COVID pandemic broke out, it has taken the lives of so many people. The businesses have been totally affected. There has been loss of income. There is absolutely no money in the market. All the businesses are struggling except for the medical profession, who are continuing to loot the common people with the exorbitant medical bills. So over the last 4 5 months, the vaccination has picked up and possibly the number of cases have reduced. And when people want to get back on their feet, to get back to their businesses, to do whatever they have been used to doing, they are not able to do that. The prices of all essential commodities have skyrocketed. 1 year back, 1 liter of cooking oil was something in the range of 95 rupees. Right now, it's selling for 200 rupees per liter. And forget about petrol and diesel. They have reached the 100 rupees mark and they're going strong. For the last 3 months, there have been multiple hikes, and people are really wondering whether they can afford to drive their four-wheelers or the two-wheelers. So where have we come to? What is that the government is trying to do? India is having a very large population that is in the middle class, and the way in which the government is functioning, it is seemingly indicating that we are for the big bosses who have poured in crores of money for running our government, running our show. And invariably, we have to return the favor. And except for the few billionaires or the corporates whose greed has consumed the government, all the Indians are unhappy. But if the BJP thinks that they can divert the attention by talking about Pakistan or going to war with Pakistan or conducting surgical strikes over Pakistan just as when the UP elections are due, they are terribly mistaken. The diversionary tactics are not going to work for long. The government has to be made accountable immediately to bring down the fuel prices of petrol and diesel and the LPG cylinder immediately. And we cannot trust the opposition parties to help us in this cause. They have failed miserably. And unless, as people of India, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from Gujarat to Bengal, all of us rise in arms, collectively protest, there is no hope for us. If we continue to be in silence, we will not be able to endure the situation anymore. We are not talking about resignation of the government. We only want simple solutions. We want the prices of petrol and diesel to be immediately reduced, and there should be no more escalation for a period of 6 months or 9 months. The government has to get revenue from some other means. People are really suffering. And if the Modi government is going to continue to be insensitive, well, I don't quite care about the common people. My bosses are the big industrialists. Their wealth and their health is our concern. Then you should be prepared to pack your bags in 2024. No amount of exploitation of religious sentiments by building a Ram temple in Ayodhya or simply raking up the issue of minority hate, trying to talk about CAA and propagate hate in a systematic manner is going to save this government. People are becoming desperate. They don't have enough money in hand. They don't have sufficient employment. They are not able to afford 3 meals a day. Unless this situation is reversed, the BJP or the Modi government has a huge challenge on their hands. Glibly talking about making India a superpower by having most of its citizens in poverty is the worst joke and a cruel joke on the Indian population. Well, let us as citizens set an ultimatum that by the month end we shall collectively protest in all cities without the help of any opposition parties to bring down the prices first of all essential commodities so that the burden on the common man has been considerably reduced. Thanks a lot.